to today's episode. I want to explain a trade on currently. So, what actually made me to take the trade and my approach to the market regarding the trade. So, here I'm going to show you. The first thing here is we have this, just like I do say, I'm looking for two break of structure. So after the two break of structure, I want to see that there is an FUG below or above that second break of structure, like above the swing low or swing high of that break of structure. So if I'm buying, I want to see two break of structure and below the swing low of the second BOS, I want to see FUG below it. So that low, I'm going to consider it to be an inducement which will be taken out. After being taken out, then I expect that the FUG should be filled and mitigate the demand or the demand zone below that after the below the FUG. So the same applies to a sell. If I want to have my sell, I'm going to look out for two bearish break of structure. So above the swing high of that second BOS, I want to see an FUG. So I expect that the high should be taken out, fill the FUG, and mitigate the supply zone next to it. After that, that's what I'm basically looking at, and I use confirmation entry on 5 minute time frame or whatever time frame I want to actually use for the entry. So now on this trade, there is this BOS here, break of structure here. There is this BOS here. So after that BOS, there is another BOS here too. As you can see, there is another BOS there. So below this low, there is an FUG, and I use the supply zone next to it, this 4 hours time frame. So for this analysis and the entry, I use 4 hours time frame for everything. So I have this demand zone below this low, and there is an FUG below that low. So I already know that that low will be taken out, feed the FUG and mitigate the supply zone. So after the mitigation, I make sure that there is this narration here: complete mitigation, and invalidation of the complete mitigation, which actually gave room, which actually led to break of structure. So here, there is this break of structure here. So it is expected that the supply zone should create a new low, which actually did, and there is another supply zone here which is expected to create a new low. So this supply zone was invalidated. After the invalidation of that supply zone, then we have our break of structure, like bullish break of structure. Then I know that market is ready to buy. But something happened. I wanted to take the trade, like to look for entry on lower time frame, but I couldn't find what I'm looking for on lower time frame. So I'm going to show you what exactly I'm looking out for. So on this 4 hours time frame, you can see this demand zone. So above this demand zone, which I use for my entry, I have FUG above it. So I know it is a valid entry, like it is a valid demand zone. So going to 1 hour time frame, as you can see, where I picked as my entry, there is no FUG on lower time frame around that area. That's it. I can't find any FUG where I can actually spot. The FUG is above where I pick on 4 hours time frame. That is 1, 2. Let's go to 30-minute time frame for you to see what made me to use the 4 hours time frame as my entry. As you can see, I can't find a better structure on 30 minutes as well. So for 15-minute time frame, let me show you the 15-minute time frame as well. This is 15-minute time frame. Everything is just everything there has been mitigated. Everything has been mitigated. So I can't find a better structure on lower time frame. That's why I decided to use the 4 hours demand zone as a whole. And actually, I wish I could find a way to reduce my stop loss, but based on what I have on lower time frame, I couldn't reduce the stop loss. I decided to use the 4 hours time frame demand zone, and it is really running in profit right now, doing over 3 RR. And this being, I have been able to find a way to actually reduce it. I could have made more money on this trade. So, but let me show you something. After the it has already picked the entry, then I use my Fibonacci to see where exactly the entry was, where exactly price actually reacted from. So using the Fibonacci tool, my golden area is actually 0.789 or 0.79. As you can see, price actually took the entry from 0.786, or let's say 0.79, which means that if I had used the Fibonacci tool, then my entry would have been that area, and my stop loss here. But even with that, based on the Fibonacci tool, you can see that the entry on 4 hours is close to 0.618, so it is still fine. It is still fine. So right now, using 0.786, I could have of more than 5 RR, even close to 6 RR, So instead of, how many RR am I is it running right now using the actual entry? Okay, it is running. Okay, price has already done 3.38 RR, as you can see. So that's just the thing. This is a lesson I actually learned on this particular trade. So sometimes when you find it difficult to actually use the lower time frame for your entry, you can actually use Fibonacci tool and pick areas like 0.618 or 0.786 as your POI. So I hope you've learned one or two things from this. So now, following the same rule, just like I said, I do like sometimes, many times I do wait for confirmation 5 minutes time frame, but this I couldn't find a confirmation on lower time frame. That's why I use the 4 hours, since I have the break of structure happening right on 4 hours. So, and this gives me like a kind of high confidence on this trader. Okay, I can actually leverage on this because the break of structure actually happened on 4 hours time frame. And what made me to have much more confidence on this trade is that I already have complete mitigation, the first complete mitigation here, the second complete mitigation here too, and the third one was invalidated. So for price to actually invalidate that fourth and third one and break above I'm close above that candle, I already know this is a valid, like, it gives me a high confidence. Like, price is coming from a demand zone on 4 hours time frame, and we have a break of structure with a candle closing above the last point of mitigation. Then I already know that okay, this is going to be a valid setup for me. So this is a trade I'm currently having running now. Other ones, I actually hit a sell on it, especially that AO card, which actually manipulated me by doing like 2RR, then reverse against me and gave another confirmation, which is currently running over, which has already done over 20 RR. That just, like, regarding other pairs for now, I don't really have a setup on other pairs. I don't really have a setup on other pairs right now. Okay, let me go to it again and see if I can spot something which I'm going to use for one or two explanation too. Okay. Okay. So for this GBP JPY, let me just, if there is no complete mitigation here, then I'm going to consider it to be okay. Okay. So let me just explain this. This is GBP JPY. I have this mitigation here. There is a mitigation here, and we have this BOS here too. Another BOS here, and we have another BOS too. Yeah, after this BOS, what do we have? Let's check. We have this low here. Then let me zoom it very well so that we can see if it has already been mitigated or not. As you can see, there is an FUG below it. So I'm expecting price reacting to this area. This is a breaker block here. So I'm expecting price reacting to that area. So I just want to see that price take out this high and that's low, and take out the high as well. So I'll be waiting for price to get to that area, and I wait for what the reaction will be before I take the long. So that's what I'm expecting on GPJPY. So thanks for joining me today. Have a blessed and profitable day.